welcome. I wanted to show you a quick just upper body series that you can literally do anywhere. So we oftentimes think that we can't do some sort of exercise or body movement because we don't have the right equipment, we don't have the right space, I can't put my mat out or whatever. So here we are doing what we can, where we are with what we have. So literally, you can be anywhere here. Step your feet at hips width distance. Inhale, reach your arms up. Feel the side body lengthen. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Feel the hamstrings lengthen, low back lengthens. Inhale all the way up. Keep your feet grounded. Pull the navel in. Exhale, fold down. Feel how the arms move into the back body. Lift up. Big stretch. This is your last one. Fold all the way down. Inhale, come up. Bring your arms to cactus arms and just start to rotate the upper body. So here you want to make sure that the rotation happens from the ribs up, which means there's some engagement through the obliques if you think like ribs to the top of the hips, but then the hips are staying really, really still. So there's no like turning or moving through the pelvis. This just helps to think about like wringing out the air inside of your body, in addition to providing you with some spinal mobility in this lateral or side to side position. Last one each side. Come back through center. Shake your arms out. Roll the shoulders around. Fold yourself down as far as you can, hinging from the hips, but keeping your spine in neutral. And then reach your arms straight down. Thumbs face one another. Lengthen your side waist. If it helps, you can soften the knees and then pull the elbows up so that they're in line with the shoulders. Neck is long and soft. And then push your arms straight down. Not thumbs towards each other. So think middle of the wrist to the outside of the shoulders. You pull up and you push forward. Pull it up, push it forward. So here in both directions, you're working on feeling the chest and the upper back body work, but the trunk muscles are working to hold you and keep you in neutral spine. Foot foundation is important. And again, knees can be soft to give you a little more support through the legs. Push and pull. Now you can do this absolutely with or without weights. I like without weights because then it makes me focus more on what muscles are doing the work rather than like arm holding tightly onto a weight, right? So core stabilizing muscles deeply engaged. From the top of your head all the way down to the tailbone, you are in neutral spine. And then the trunk muscles support your neutral spine position. Be sure that you're not feeling the body weight rock from the balls of your feet into your heels. You want to stay really grounded into your foot foundation. This is your last one. Hold the elbows at that halfway bend and then stack your spine all the way up to tall. So now elbows are in line with the shoulders. Pull the thumbs in towards the front part of the shoulders. Big squeeze here through the biceps. And then reach your arms all the way out to the side. Pull it in, reach it out. Push down into your feet. Draw energy up the legs into the base of the seat. Feel your neutral spine get longer. And then notice how you're supporting your neutral spine with the engagement of the abdominal muscles. As you bend, you squeeze tightly. As you straighten, you squeeze tighter. This is your last one. Hold your arms out, palms face down, push down. Now bring your arms up and forward, push back down. Take your arms out to the side. Push down and up through center. Now, as you lift your arms, if you feel some lengthening through the side waist, that's fine, but you're keeping neutral spine the entire time. If you're moving so fast that it almost feels like you're not in control of your arms, then try moving a little bit slower and create more internal resistance. So imagine the air around you feeling really, really heavy. And you're like forcefully pushing the arms through super heavy air. Your arms here stay as straight as possible. And then push down into your feet. See if you can get a little longer. That's it. This works both the side of the shoulders and the front part of the deltoid or the shoulder muscles. This is your last one. Take your arms, reach them up and hinge forward. Rotate your thumbs to face each other, pull the elbows down, and then push your arms back up. You pull down, push up. So you're back in a hinged forward position, maybe not quite as far as you were that first set of upper body work. And you feel this semicircle that you're creating with each of your arms. This is your last one. Fold yourself all the way down, shake out through the arms. Let the shake travel up the shoulders into the upper back, and then release your weights if you have them. Bring your fingertips to the side of your head. Lift yourself up to find your neutral spine. Lift yourself all the way up. Stand tall, tighten through the glutes, and lower down and down. You're only lowering down as far as you can, keeping your spine neutral. And when you lift back up, you are definitely watching that you're not jutting your hips forward. Lower down and down. I find keeping the knees a little bit softer here helps. You're also working into the hamstrings and the glutes, and the muscles that line your spine are also working here. This is your last one down. Come all the way up. Keep your fingertips lightly to the side of your head, and then we're just going to do some curls with the upper body. So right underneath the lowest ribs, you curl yourself there, and then come right back up to neutral. Go curl and neutral. Exhale as you curl. If your shoulders feel tired, you could take your hands to the lowest ribs. You could even take your hands to your hips, or like you could try just dangling your arms down, but the curl is happening right underneath the lowest rib. Be sure that it's not the chin trying to do the curl. So ideally the space from chin to chest stays the same, whether you're flexed forward or lifting all the way up into neutral. This is your last one. Come up through center, step into a wide straddle position, hinge yourself as far forward as you can, keeping neutral spine. Please be sure you're honest about your neutral spine, and then bend your left leg and switch. So all your toes face forward. Here you can do anything you'd like with your arms. You could do kickbacks, you could do arms out to the side and pull in, but really we're just getting some mobility in and around through the hips. Again, this practice here today meant to be one that you can do anywhere. So all you need is a little piece of ground or space. Draw the waistline in. As you bend one leg, really straighten through the other. Keep your waistline pulling in and your spine stays neutral. You have 4. Go 3. Last 2. Last one each side. Lift yourself up. Turn your toes out, heels in. Find your wide turned out position. Come all the way down, sweep all the way up. You take it down and lift. I do love adding in arms here. It helps to increase your heart rate if that's not what you're looking for, and you're looking for just more of a stretch today. Take your hands to your hips. Hands can come to prayer. Move all the way down and all the way up. So you want to find both extremes of this full range of motion. Never ever are you creating an extreme that takes you out of the ability to feel in control and like in alignment, right? We're always staying aligned first. Last one. Stand all the way up. Bring your feet back to hips width distance. Bring your left knee up to tabletop and just start to roll the ankle around. Stack your spine really tall. Switch the direction. Place your foot down. Stand tall. Bring your right knee up to tabletop and circle around. Draw your navel in. Keep the collarbones wide. Switch the direction. From here, feet go down to hips width distance. Bend your knees and sink yourself down into a chair squat. Now lift your heart up, sink your hips back, A little bit more weight goes into the heels. Draw your waistline in tightly, open up through the chest. You're just holding here. Deepen your breath. As much as possible, breath goes in and out through the nose. Really push down into the feet. Feel how the inner and outer thighs work to support the knees at hips width distance. Take one more breath here. On your next exhale, straighten your legs, fold your torso down, round through the spine. You can shake the head out side to side, front to back. Lift yourself all the way up. Take your left foot, step it behind you, come into a high lunge. So bend your front knee, back leg is all the way straight. Draw the ribs in, hands come to prayer. So your hip points are both facing forward. And you can stay here holding this stretch. You could also add a spinal rotation by rotating your spine to the right. Just like earlier, the rotation in the spine happens from the ribs up, so your hips did not move or change their position at all. Back through center, hands come to your hips, straighten through the front leg, hinge your torso forward, find your pyramid stretch, and lift yourself back up. Switch legs. Right leg goes back into your high lunge. Draw in and up through the pelvic floor, up into the waistline. Hands can come to prayer position, and then you can rotate your spine towards the left. Come back through center, place your hands to your hips. Straighten the left leg and hinge forward, pyramid stretch. Hands can be anywhere here that feels good to your body. Lift yourself up, step your feet together. Move your hips from side to side. So in my body, I feel this stretch now down the outside of the hip. Fold forward, let the arms dangle. Let the low back round, let the hamstrings round. Inhale, lift all the way up. Take a moment to feel your body, this breath, this experience. Remind yourself that body movement, body love is available for you all of the time, regardless of where you are or where you're not. Thanks for moving your body today.